Alright, so I've decided to find every single hint that the person Marvin shot at the end of SML movie The Secret Door 2 was Brooklyn T guy and not Does Bad Things guy. So I'm just gonna look for these things right now and then continue recording once I find all of them so I can talk to you. But for right now, I'm just going to give a brief overview of The Secret Door 2. So in that video, Does Bad Things guy made a deal with Cred the Devil to allow him to return to Earth. So Does Bad Things guy returned to Earth, kidnapped Brooklyn guy, stuffed Brooklyn guy in the back of his car, took Brooklyn guy's doctor outfit, disguised himself as Brooklyn guy, got into Marvin's house, cut Jeffy's legs off, burned Rose's skin, cut Shafibi's arm off, shot Simmons, and then once Brooklyn guy was saved from his car, Brooklyn guy and Does Bad Things guy were both not wearing clothes and both had bloody bandages on their heads, so Marvin couldn't tell who was who. So Marvin asked them both a series of questions, and they both did the Chili's Baby Back Ribs song, but only one of them said the ending part that says barbecue sauce. And Marvin shot the one that didn't say that. But I think the one that he shot, the one that didn't say barbecue sauce, was Brooklyn guy. And Does Bad Things guy, the one that did say barbecue sauce, is the one that's still alive, as the end of The Secret Door 2 kind of showed. So now I'm going to find other SML videos after that kind of show why why Does Bad Things guy is the one that's currently still alive. So it seems in SML movie, Joseph gets hantavirus. Junior and Cody and Joseph all learned that the hantavirus is kind of dangerous when they learned that Joseph had it. So Junior was basically trying to kill Joseph so that Joseph didn't spread it to the rest of them. And who those three thought was Brooklyn guy just supported Junior and all that. That's not something the real Brooklyn guy would do. That's something only Does Bad Things guy would do. Also, in SML movie, Marvin forgets to hang up. Let's just say that once Rose left the house to go to her parents' place, Brooklyn guy just was revealed to just be under the couch and just asked if Rose was gone. And once Marvin said that she was, Brooklyn guy just randomly popped up out of nowhere. Randomly just came out the couch and avoided all questions about how he was already there or how he knew she was going to be gone. Because that's not Brooklyn guy, that's Does Bad Things guy who lives in that secret room inside Marvin's house. And then he didn't even know what the Blumpkin button was. The real Brooklyn guy would know that. And that dude in Marvin's house did not, which means that was Does Bad Things guy. And so, I think that does it for SML Movie. Marvin Forgets to Hang Up. I think that's all the hints from that video. SML Movie Chef PP Quits Part 7. I don't think that had any references for Does Bad Things Guy, because I think that was just a continuation from a series that happened long before Does Bad Things Guy ever first appeared. So I think the next reference would be SML Movie Jeffy's Scam, when Brooklyn guy just made a whole deal to try and catch whoever kidnapped Jeffy, but wasn't really taking it too seriously and just let Marvin get beat up by the kidnapper. I'm just saying. Something only Does Bad Things guy would do. And then SML Movie Jeffy Swallows a Fly. Brooklyn guy decided the only way to stop, the only way to deal with the whole fly situation and all that other stuff was to put more insects and bugs and animals into Jeffy's body. And they just all fight each other, and all those things that were inside of Jeffy weren't really doing so good. Weren't really doing good for him. So I think that was another thing that only Does Bad Things guy would do. But now you also have SML Movie Brooklyn Guy's Sick Day. And Brooklyn Guy was like completely sick that day. And nobody seemed to care about him. And he got all mad that everyone was being so mean to him. As if that Brooklyn guy, who was actually Does Bad Things guy, didn't do so many evil things to other people. And then, what's the next one that has hints? Oh, yes. Jeffy's Colored Pencils. When Marvin called Brooklyn Guy over to figure out why Jeffy was changing moods based on what color pencil he had in his nose. The little Brooklyn guy didn't seem to care very much. And I feel like only the real Brooklyn guy would care about those mood changes. So, who was that Marvin called? Does Bad Things guy. And then, let's see, how many other hints were there? I think SML Movie Blind Cody had a few hints. Like the Brooklyn guy didn't even take Cody seriously when he said that he was blind. And I think the real Brooklyn guy would take Cody seriously. So the fact that he did not in that episode or video showed that it was Does Bad Things guy. Now, let's see. Brooklyn guy's accident had some fireworks things that I feel like Brooklyn T guy knows better than to play with fireworks wrong. Only Does Bad Things guy would do that. And SML Movie Jeffy's Secret. The so-called Brooklyn guy just suggested a lot of things that the real Brooklyn guy would never suggest. like the forces just to get that secret out. And the real person guy would never suggest any of that. So that's another clue that it was does bad things guy. And what else is there? Yeah, I think that might be all the hints that I've found regarding the fact that does bad things guy was the one that survived SML movie The Secret Door 2. So, thank you all for watching.